And we're just about ready to begin the fourth and final quarter between Bataan and Basilan. Bataan, Ives Sazon, Jamil Gabawa, Newbert Cani, Mitchell Maynez, and Dante Pagyo. The five on the floor. Here comes Mitchell Maynez. Maynez attacks. It's a foul. Tinamaan si Gab Dagangon doon, but referee Karina Martin calling the personal on Gab.
Well, they started out with a little horn set here. As you see that +3 point output in the third quarter para dito sa Basilan. And pretty much that horn set, I feel, helps out in attacking the gaps. First, you have to have that shooter also on that elbow side to try and generate a closeout so it opens up a little bit more space.
Bataan has not scored beyond 17 points in the first three quarters. Cani fires. No. Tapikan ng bola. Ends up with Eman Calo. Hindi magmamadali ang ating kaibigang si Eman Calo.
Chill lang.
Si signal ng play pero siya titira. Joke lang. Tingnan natin dito. Ay, pinasa kay Tempra. Naagaw tuloy. Pagyo on the move, stops and finds Cani. Quickly to Maynez. Maynez attacking ni Mitchell Maynez. Another foul. Oh boy, when he gets a running start, Mitchell Maynez, ang hirap talagang pigilan. Either it's a layup at the rim, but a foul.
Oo. Tsaka yung gallop, nakikita mo talaga, yumayanig yung sahig pag nakuha niya yung bola. And so, if he gets that, you know that he's within rhythm to try and put that ball on the floor and attack the lane.
Yung gather niya din, coach, no? Hindi rin mahirap kunan ng bola
Kapit yung bola sa kanya Got a good grip on that ball too.
11 points now para kay Mitchell Maynez. He's carried the fight for the Risers. And they are only down by 6. As Cabagnot returns to the game for Gab Dagangon.
And I'm sure for Coach Goody and Coach Ogie, that's a takeaway. This is just below 10-point deficit. Pretty much you can come back off of it and you just got to execute real well in succession.
Bento has returned. That's a hard foul by Gabawan on Tempra.
I expect the fouls to be harder now in this fourth quarter.
Again, terrific execution by Basilan dun sa ilalim. No, ang pasahan nila sa ilalim has been working for them here in this game.
Tsaka yung mga pasa, tight din yung spaces, no? Pero late yung recovery for the most part ng Bataan. It's just a step faster. Itong Basilan to open spaces to which they play off of that. And the hope really is now you're down only one. This is just 2-possession game. If you're Bataan, you gotta get a good stop and score some more.
Now they are reviewing that last foul on Jamil Gabawan. Tingnan natin dito anong decision nila, that hard foul.
That was a hard one inside earlier. Hindi ka na talaga basta makakapasok sa loob ngayon, tingin ko, if you're Basilan, because Bataan has had enough of the points inside the paint. To which they're -6 right now.
Pwede mong itawag kung unsportsmanlike, excessive hard contact, maybe.
Yes.
Pero it does not look like.
Looks like a regular, no? Oh, Anspo pa rin.
Anspo.
Still Anspo.
Yeah. That's another great pass. And I like the way he was fouled twice.
Oh, yeah. Twice. Number 39, Jamil Gabawan is second. There was an unsportsmanlike foul on number 4, JL Capulong for excessive hard contact.
I think there was a foul.
I don't think
it's not Capulong.
Yeah, I don't think it's Capulong.
Vento. So there's a mix-up here. Little mix-up. Okay. Kalma lang, guys. Kalma lang.
Chill.
Relax. Relax. Ayusin natin to. Relax. Relax lang kayo. Okay?
Oh,
Relax lang. Chill.
chill lang.
Chill.
It's a chill weather.
They are going to fix it. They are going to fix it. Definitely. It's Bento right here. There's a foul above the shoulder.
Wait, correction. The last call was an unsportsmanlike foul on Jamil Gabawan for excessive hard contact.
Okay. Jamil Gabawan
Risers for improper bench decorum.
is whistled for the unsportsmanlike foul.
Yes.
Okay. Okay? Okay na tayo lahat? Okay. Okay. Shoot na ng free throw. Si Tempra.
I love the quick reaction of the coaching staff of Bataan. Gulat rin sila
8 points. Ang tropa ko si Richard Tampos. Sa dinami-dami ng game dito sa MPBL, minsan na nagkakamali yan. Okay? At pag nagkakamali siya, guys, pagbigyan nyo na. At aayusin niya rin yan. Okay? Let's not jump into conclusions here, okay? Ipagtatanggol ko yan.
Si paring Richard.
Any day of the week. In every game. As Arwin Santos gets that one to drop.
Sabi ni Arwin, let's get back into the game.
Oo. Ayun, ang bawi kanina nung nalusutan siya ni Maynes. Simple naman.
Oh, wow.
Steal here by Cabagnot. And just much more efficiency kahit sa depensa with the energy that they put in defensively. Okay. A lot of things happening. A lot of things happening right there. Medyo nailangan lang tayo. This is the play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. The foul right there was called on Nibes Sazon, and namatumba si Alex Cabagnot kay referee Karina Martin. But let's go to Sydney.
Mahigit isang buwan nga hindi nakapagsapatos at nakapagbuhat itong si Arwin Santos dahil sa recovery niya from an unfortunate accident. Kanina dinidescribe niya sa akin yung mga sugat na pinagaling niya sa kamay at paa. Sabi ni Arwin, miss na miss niya yung basketball na para daw siyang nagbakasyon ng isang buwan sa Amerika at walang laing. Nakakatuwa yung analogy pero he was very serious about getting back on his groove after his double-double performance last game. Sabi niya, ginaganahan ako lalo, na-excite ako. This vet talked to his teammates saying kailangan lang nila ng patience as they power through the second half of the regular season. For him, he feels the sense of urgency to help out immediately. Kanina daw sa first half, aminado siya may mga lapses siya sa defense. Babawi daw siya dyan at more rebounds pa. Sa Coach Mike.
Maraming salamat, Sid. And you see the reaction from Coach Rich Alvarez because he thought Arwin had a shot there. Ito naman si Eman Calo, hiningi ang bola. Huwag mo na kasi hingin ang bola. Tira na si Arwin sorry.
Okay na yan.
Okay na. Okay.
Pero kasi feeling ko, nakita niya nakashoot na kanina si Arwin. Ako naman.
Kaya nga eh. But you see the groove that they are in right now. It was actually a sort of a broken play already. Right. And biglang nagkaroon ng opportunity pa rin mag-offensive rebound itong si James Tempra.
That is right.
Ay, lahat ng players, I think they're feeding off their two veterans right now, Coach Mike.
Agree. And it shows a lot of, team play. They are plus 10 when it comes to assists. And none more important than the veterans actually connecting.
Intis na tira ni Alex Cabagnot and Calo trying to save that basketball. Kanila pa ang bola.
Right now, Bataan kailangan i-match yung energy nitong Basilan. They want to come back.
And I think there's a lot of a bit of frustration as well.
Yes.
From the side of Bataan na hindi sila nakakasabay siguro dito sa energy. That is a carry. That is a carry and a half.
Agree. Binit-bit. Nag-sorry naman yata si Alex.
Sorry yan. 63-52, 11-point lead, and Coach Rich Alvarez right there. Happened right in front of him. Actually, okay, going back to Sydney's report on Arwin, the month of June is actually a very busy month for the Santos household.
Okay.
A lot of birthdays, including Arwin's birthday. So sabi ng misis niya na si Yvette, parang hindi rin itong nagpahinga masyado si Arwin kasi left and right may maraming nangyayari. No? One of their I think one of their kids also celebrated their birthday this ngayong month ng June. So, kaya nung naglaro siya last week dun sa Pampanga, talagang sobrang excited niya na makabalik kasi nga medyo bakante pero busy. Pero walang basketball halos.
Yes.
So, yun, no, he's trying to find his timing, his rhythm. And Arwin Santos, it wasn't like before na talagang, he was, when he was in the PBA, na talagang pokpukan talaga, no? Special deal from 1xBet, scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Alam natin na, when he was in the PBA, iba yung grind nila doon. Ngayon, all about trying to manage, yung pacing mo, that you last until the end of the season.
Tsaka before, he can just turn it on and turn it off anytime. But right now, as we see a knockdown elbow jumper again, almost from the same spot earlier from Arwin Santos, he now understands when to pace himself.
8 points now for Arwind, and he's doing it here down the stretch. Arwind with a strong defensive stand, and he wants a square, a TV. What? What is that? A review, a challenge. Square yan, hindi ball.
Tingin ko iPad yan, liit.
Mali. Tablet. Tablet, bigay mo na to sa'yo. Pero nonetheless, it's Bento sinks the first free throw. Tingnan natin yung nangyari dito. He got on the ball.
Naman, bola naman.
Oo nga.
Tama naman.
They have a case there.
Bola nga naman.
7 points now for Bento. Jared Bento in his first game of the season for the Risers. I think he's got a bright future ahead. Ito si Jared Bento.
Oh yes, with the way he plays, right?
Gusto ko yung style of play niya. Alfred Flores is whistled for the personal.
This is his first time to play. Tama ba ako?
Yeah.
Si Bento, yeah. So this is an impressive debut for Bento. I mean, going up against the veterans of Basilan and performing the way that you have, you've done well.
Now, Bataan is in penalty with almost 7 minutes to play. Eman Calo has 5 points in the game.
And that catch and shoot corner three, really just in there for Eman Calo.
The lead is ballooned to 14 for the Star Horse. Sazon goes to Capulong. Quick hands. Adi Santos and Alex Cabagnot.
And one thing you have not seen from Bataan is that drive on the right side of the floor. Everything's going on the left. And so you feel that defensive gap covered. Three on its way.
Oh. Yes. Got it. Arwin Santos. They're playing loose. They're playing free. Arwin Santos. That's wife Yvette, very happy at the moment as she watches Arwin sink this three-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
And Arwin Santos is 2 out of 2, roughly around that same spot this time around. Top of the key three. Really, really good touch by Arwin Santos.
Bataan's next 3 games, they collide with the Davao Occidental Tigers on July 4. I think that's in Imos, I believe. July 14, Mindoro Tamaraws. And then duel with the Valenzuela City Magic on July 23. So these are games that I think they'll have a really good chance of winning. Considering yung mga record, syempre Mindoro, we know is in a good run of form at the moment. 10-8 ang Mindoro.
Yes.
And Davao is also finding their form. Pero, wow! Who is this guy right here?
Arwin Santos.
Do I know him?
He's been very active offensively.
13 points para kay Arwin Santos. Bento banks in the 3.
So far, he scored 9 in the second half. Arwin Santos has. And you know what? I feel maybe that frustration on the part of Bataan, especially considering yung next few games sila. They've 4 of their 6 games have been really close losses.
Yeah, they sabi nga ni Coach F, heartbreaking, but gliding.
Foul number 3.
Si Spider-Man. A little hang time there galing kay Arwin Santos. I think the joy of playing basketball is very evident sa kanya. Kitang-kita natin yung saya niya na naglalaro siya.
Ako basta ramdam ko yung base sa laro niya. Na-miss niya talaga yung laing.
And that as well.
Oh, yeah? He's been pretty decisive on his shots. He's not second-guessing himself. When he gets that ball on that slip, that pass out coming from Alex and Eman Calo, he automatically looks at the rim and sees if he's got a shot.
Well, Bataan was hoping to gain on Basilan, but it has turned out to be a 16-7 quarter scoring so far.
And I feel it's crucial that they are no longer allowing that space for Kapulong on that post-up. Really just staying active.
Kapulong gets the first free throw to drop. He has improved significantly dun sa kanyang foul shots. I think 2, 3, or 4 games ago. Coach Mike?
Yes.
No, nag-improve eh. Ito
Yes.
si JL Kapulong na yung panalo nila sa Pasay.
That's right. At saka very important yun para sa kanya because he's gonna get fouled a lot.
Carl Bringas returns.
Okay. Bataan missing Robbie Darang, who's out for the next 5 to 6 weeks. Robbie is their best scorer, their leading scorer, 10.6 points per game, 5.9 assists per outing, and 23 minutes on the floor. So, ang bigat ng pagkawala nito si Robbie Darang para sa kanila. They do have Hubert Cani there, but usually Hubert is a backup, but minsan nag-close din ng game. Sinasabay si Hubert tsaka si Robbie.
Yeah, and that's why consistent to Sydney's report earlier, they really are looking at Alfred Flores rather, to help out.
Yeah, but Alfred, kakabalik lang niya dito sa MPBL eh. And look at Arwin altering the shot of Bringas.
And they got numbers.
No.
Is there blood? Meron nga
It might be a cut dun sa kilay ni Arwin. Natamaan siya sa...
James Tendra to replace Arvin Santos.
as he was trying to defend.
It was on his own there actually. Kung titingnan mo.
Solo eh. He got outnumbered actually.
A look of concern from Yvette Santos right there. It's a nice shot. Yvette Sazo nails the three. Tignan natin if the Risers can come up with a run. Cani, a foul on Hoson.
Oh, that's a good play. Let's see here. Ito yung tumama. Ano ba yung tumama?
Yun, pagbagsak ni Yambing. Pagbagsak niya na
pagbaba ng kamay.
Pagbaba ng kamay.
Right. Nadaplisan.
So,
they're gonna review this.
but it was the call by referee Karina Martin was an offensive foul.
On Hozon, right.
Yeah. Kasi si Enzo, parang hinayaan niya na lumabas ang bola dahil nga last touch ni Cani.
Yes.
And that confirms the offensive foul.
Yeah. Anyway, he was trying to protect yung bola. And it was last touch right there by Basila. And good chance here for Bataan to trim this down. You're only down 13. 4 minutes, mahaba pa to. So you gotta get points in bunches here real quick.
Dangerous pass there. They tried to thread the needle to Carl Bringas. Here's Cani. 5 to shoot for Bataan. Cani gets in the lane. Layup, yes. 4 minutes remaining. It's an 11-point Basilan lead. 7 points for Hubert Cani.
And that's the only space on the floor that they are allowing that drive, that left side. You're not getting anything on the middle, anything on the right side. They are forcing you to the left.
Calo draws closer, in and out of the jumper. Tempra is fouled underneath. nag-downsize na itong Bataan, no? Cabringas and Yambing. Parang pretty much these are wing and backcourt players para dito sa kay Coach Ogie and kay Coach Shagudi.
Oh, going small ball right now. But napakahalaga para dito sa Bataan to at the very least try and box out rebounders first before they go for that rebound.
Alam natin yung activity ni Tempra at ni Santos. Ang hirap din
Oo.
i-box out yun kasi
Malikot rin eh.
Malikot din sa ilalim.
Malikot din eh.
Tempra splits his charities. 3.5 minutes remaining. Basilan with a 12-point lead. Here's Hubert Cani.
Seal underneath. Didn't see it. There you go.
Yambing fires a 3. No good. Rebound ni Adi Santos. And Basilan will not rush. Kailangan na nilang itawid though. It's an 8-second violation.
8-second backcourt violation.
Importante ang mga forced na turnover na yan ng Bataan. Slowly but surely trying to cut down this deficit.
Nung sinabi natin na hindi nagmamadali, huwag naman gano'n.
Kailangan naman itawid.
3:15 remaining in this ball game.
12 pwede pa to.
Pwede pa to, no? Kaya pang humabol ng Bataan dito, but they gotta move quick. No, libre si Yambing, but Cani takes a step back 3, and he gets that one to drop.
And so far it's been pretty good from 3. It's 2 out of 4 right now. Half of his shots going in from 3.
10 points now for Hubert Cani. Trims the deficit to 9. 12 seconds to work with. Tempra on the right wing now with Santos. Down low they go. It's Eman Calo. A pretty high-low play para dito sa Basilan. This time, Eman Calo finishing.
And that's one scheme that Bataan has not defended well. That's that flex action, especially with Adi Santos on the elbow. He's just made the right reads.
Cabagnot. A steal by Cani. Hubert to Jeff Santos. A 3. No good.
Sayang.
Calo with the rebound. Tempra back to Eman. Has to get it across to Adi Santos. Santos! No! And Jeff Santos secures the rebound for Bataan. Ives Sazon has it. Sazon will fire a 3. Still no good. And Adi Santos secures the rebound. It's on to Alex Cabagnot.
Ibang klase. Sayang yung mga attempts nitong Bataan. Ano? They got really good looks. A shot from Ives, a shot from Jeff. Both those guys missing. Had they made that, would have been, what, an 8-point game.
Would have been a different story.
That's right.
But Alex Cabagnot is at the line. 77-66. The crunch man missing the first free throw. The Spider-Man, Arwin Santos, is fine. Ready to go na. 30.7 rebounds and 5 assists for Alex Cabagnot. Another all-around game. He's got 14 now. And Dante Pagio returns for William Bing.
And pretty much his numbers, actually, itong si Alex Cabagnot. He's got more assists now over his average. He's got 7 rebounds as well to go with those 5 assists. Good overall game from Alex.
Hubert finds a way. Hubert Cani nearly got a 3-point play opportunity. The shot off the glass just not going in. And Enzo Hoson is whistled for the personal.
Yan yung mga mangilang-ilang pagkakataon na makikita mong mid-drive sa kanan itong Bataan. Only because Eman Calo did not stunt and help out on that drive by Hubert Cani because he's got a shooter in the corner that he's got to defend.
And Coach Rich Alvarez sends in Erwin Santos. May 11 puntos na si Hubert Cani. Most of them coming here in the fourth quarter. That's Robbie Darang behind the bench of Bataan. He's out for 5 to 6 weeks due to a fractured hand. 10-point game, 78-68. They put pressure on Enzo Hoson. Hoson trying to get it across. Calo was momentarily open now. It's with Arwin Santos. Eman Calo against Jeff Santos. Arwin is waiting. Arwin will fire. Arwin will hit.
Taas na shooting percentage niya dito sa second half. I think he's just missed once.
I think after that drive by Mitchell Minus kanina, na nung iniwan siya at na-foul counted, ay,
Na-trigger.
biglang na-trigger ito si Arwin Santos.
Oo. Teka muna.
80-70, they had to give up the foul to stop the clock.
And those feet from Eman Calo and Alex Cabagnot, he really just took those shots unchallenged.
And this is too easy. This is comfort level. Parang ano yan eh, parang una naman ang bot.
Oo.
Para kay Arwin Santos. Sige, parang laing na lang din.
Oo.
Yung ganong klaseng tira.
Sa napakaraming pagkakataon nakita niya yung sitwasyon na yan. I'm sure he's seen all the different types of defenses against that shot.
And I like the performance as well from Eman Calo. 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists from the veterans of Basilan. When you get these numbers across the board, and one of them even finding his way to Quezon, JP Sarao.
And another guy mid-season goes to Ilagan. That news
J-
about
J-Boy
J-Boy Solis.
And another guy leaves Ilagan. Philip Manalang going to Rizal for Coco Pingoy.
Coco, that's right. Very, very interesting moves actually from Ilagan. I feel the pickup of Dennis Santos, J-Boy Solis, and the point guard in Coco Pingoy just brings a different dynamic altogether for that team. You get more of perimeter players that can actually make good
But
decisions.
you have, but syempre, very recent yung sinabi mo. Huwag mo rin kalimutan, Coach. AJ Miranda and TH Lumalip
Oh my God.
and Donald Gumaru.
Yeah, Donald Gumaru is a given. Ako interested ako sa kay AJ. That's a good pickup too. And so, ang daming piyesang nagbago. And I'm very curious to see how that goes on the floor para sa Ilagan.
Well, AJ Miranda played under Coach Louis Gonzalez at JRU, and he was his leading scorer in season 99 of the NCAA. So the familiarity is already there. And Tumalip is also a key signing for me because of his knowledge of the game here. And his experience, he's played in the PBA, and he's one of those high IQ players sa backcourt. Para dito sa Davao in the last 2 seasons until lumipat siya.
That's
sa
right.
Ilagan.
That's right. And so Ilagan actually brought in
6
more of scoring, 3-point shooting, good decision makers, and leadership
and length.
and length. That's right. Boy, those two guys, Dennis Santos and J-Boy, wow.
Gusto mo yan? Gusto mo yung signing na? They were the free agency pool.
I was actually surprised at Dennis and J-Boy. I didn't see Coco Pingoy move though.
It was a trade with Philip Manalang, but it looks like Basilan will take care of business here in Binyan. The Star Horse started out strong in the first half and then followed it up with an impressive third period, and in the fourth, they really came out firing on all cylinders, led by a couple of veterans, Arwin Santos and Alex Cabagnot, and Eman Calo to some extent also helping out. Andy Santos was also a key contributor para dito kay Coach Rich Alvarez, and a good job all around para dito sa Star Horse as they pick up another win. Coach Mike.
Yeah, pretty good contribution for Arwin Santos. Just really making use of that good space and his teammates feeding off of him.
84-70 ang ating final score. The Star Horse improved to 8-8 after this win over the Risers. Let's go to Sidney Crespo.